Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English. This is Mukesh Soni. Friends, in this video I'll summarize a very interesting motivational poem titled Nine Gold Medals, written by the famous American songwriter David Roth. Introduction: Nine Gold Medals is a very touching poem written by American songwriter and the poet David Roth. The poem is inspired by a true incident that happened during a Special Olympics event, which is an international sports competition for athletes with physical and intellectual disabilities. The poem captures a moment during a 100-yard race when one athlete fell, and instead of continuing the race, the other 8 competitors stopped, turned around, and helped him up. They all finished the race together, hand in hand. This act of kindness and unity moved everyone and reflected the real spirit of the Special Olympics. Not competition, but compassion, teamwork, and inclusion. The poem was later turned into a song by David Roth and became famous for its emotional message. It teaches us that winning is not always about being first. Sometimes it's about helping others and crossing the finish line together. So let's begin the stanza-wise explanation. Stanza 1, the poet says, the athletes had come from all over the country to run for the gold, for the silver and bronze, many weeks and months of training all coming down to these games. Many athletes came from different places in the country to take part in a big sports event, that is the Special Olympics. They were excited to win gold, silver, or bronze medals. They all were trained very hard for many weeks. They got special trainings for many weeks, many months, and now it was a time to show their best in these Special Olympic Games. Stanza number 2, the poet says, the spectators gathered around the old field to cheer on all the young women and men. The final event of the day was approaching. Excitement grew high to begin. People came to watch and support the athletes. They stood around the sports field. They were ready to cheer. It was the time for the last event of the day, and everyone was feeling excited for the race to begin. Stanza number 3, the blocks were all lined up for those who would use them. The 100-yard dash and the race to be run. These were 9 resolved athletes in back of the starting line, poised for the sound of the gun. Everything was ready for the 100-yard race. So what's the distance? 100-yard race. The runners were standing at the starting line. There were 9 of them. All were very serious and they were ready to begin. They were waiting to hear the gunshot that would start the race. So how many runners? 9 runners. And they were waiting to hear the gunshot that would give a signal to begin the race. The signal was given. The pistol exploded, and so did the runners, all charging ahead. But the smallest among them, he stumbled and staggered and fell to the asphalt instead. He, the gun was fired. The gun was fired, and all the runners, the gun fired, and all the runners started running fast. But the smallest runner tripled and fell down on the yard and on the hard track. The smallest runner who was unable to run, he fell down on the hard track. He couldn't keep going like the others. He was unable to get up. He was unable to run faster than the others. He was unable to hold himself. He was unable to get up. He couldn't keep going like the others. He gave out a cry in frustration and anguish, his dreams and his efforts all dashed in the dirt. But as sure as I am standing here telling this story, the same goes for what next occurred. The boy who fell cried out because he was very sad and disappointed. He had worked so hard. Now his dream was broken, but something amazing happened next. Something truly worth sharing is going to happen very much next. So, what happened? The eight other runners pulled up on the heels, the ones who had trained for so long to compete, and one by one, they all turned around, went back to help him, and brought the young boy to his feet. The other eight runners who were running ahead suddenly stopped. Even though they had trained hard to win, they turned back one by one. They went to the fallen boy, and all the remaining eight runners, they helped this boy to get up. Then all the nine runners joined hands and continued the 100-yard dash, now reduced for a walk, and a banner above their said Special Olympics. Could not have been more on the mark. All nine runners held hands, started walking together to the finish line. They were no longer running to win, but they were walking as a team. The race was part of the Special Olympics, and this act of kindness showed exactly what the Special Olympics are all about: caring and helping each other. The last stanza, the poet says, that's how the race ended with nine gold medals. They came to the finish line holding hands still, and a standing ovation and nine beaming faces said more than these words ever will. That's how the race finished. All nine runners crossed the finish line together, holding hands. Each one got a gold medal for showing true sportsmanship. Everyone in the crowd stood up and clapped loudly. The smiles on the runners' faces showed joy and love that words cannot fully express. So hence we can say that the poem Nine Gold Medals reminds us that true victory lies not in winning over others, but in standing together, showing kindness, and lifting one another up. The athletes in the poem teaches us, I'm sorry, the athletes in the poem teach us an unforgettable lesson. The compassion, unity, sportsmanship are the more valuable than any medal. The medal is not important. What's important? Compassion is important, unity is important, and sportsmanship should be there. Their selfless act turned an ordinary race into an extraordinary moment, proving that sometimes the greatest success comes from helping others succeed. Through simple words and a powerful story, the poem leaves a lasting message. What's the message? Humanity is the real gold. What's the message? Humanity is the real gold. So, friends, this is how I have tried to summarize David Roth's poem, The Nine Gold Medals. This poem is in the syllabus of second semester BBA General English under Bangalore University. So, please do subscribe the channel, like the video, comment the video, and also share this video to your friends, to your classmates, and stay in tune with my channel for more videos in the days to come. Thank you so much once again.